Okay, for your consideration, this is a Yamaha SK20 Symphonic Ensemble. It was manufactured between 1979 and 1980, serial number 6964. To start out, we're going to go from left to right. First thing, just to let you know, we have a section called output. You have a switch, you can kill the output inputs, but still use the headphones. It has its own dedicated headphone jack, which puts the sound in both sides of your headphone. Okay, you have a master volume. Then what you have your individual channels, organ, string, and polysynth, which corresponds to your organ, your polysynth, and your string sections. Then you can change your pitch to adjust the pitch as separate from the polysynth and the organ. Of course, there's a master volume on there. And then you have your vibrato section, which controls the vibrato as opposed to tremolo. It works, and again, I'll show you how it works when I start the individual sections. Tremolo with basically kind of a quasi-Leslie effect. Ensemble, where you can layer onto the organ, polysynth, and string machines all together. Keyboard split, there's your split point right there. Then you've got your organ. You have 3 presets in a manual configuration. String, which you got 2 flavors of string. Polysynth, 3 presets in the manual section. I'm gonna go through it. I've got this hooked up to a PBKB2 app, and I'm using the Yamaha FC7 volume control expression pedal and a Yamaha FC5. None of these are included in the instrument. The other thing to be considered, the case is in really good shape overall for its age. There are some little touch-ups that I took care of. The keys are in good shape. I polished out the keys and got all scratches out of them. They feel great. There's a nick over here. And like with any analog synthesizer, nothing major or anything like that. And everything seems to work fine, but it's just like they're not going to be dead quiet like but as you can tell right now, it's loud right now, and you'll see, and the noise is very low on this instrument. Okay, we'll just start out first with the organ section. That's with nothing on there. Chorale. Okay, and then you've got for your percussion. You slow it down. And you can use the sustain pedal there. Okay, so we got that gone through. The other thing it sounds rather good there. Okay, and then you can adjust it. Just like a Hammond organ, you can adjust your percussive. Then you can also got presets. And also of your vibrato. Okay, and that's on your vibrato, obviously. Let's go ahead and pull it down. There we go. That way it's no. Also, you can do it separate for. They're separate, but they have separate output jacks too. On the back, we'll talk about really quickly later on. And then now we've gone through the organ. So, okay, next section is the polysynth, and we'll go ahead and start here with the presets. Then you've got here, obviously, your shoot, that's the problem. As you can tell, this tremolo works there. And then we've covered on the polysynth and the organ. Then you got your strings. Then, on the last I was going to cover was this keyboard split. Right there, it's the split point. There's indicated there. And then you have up here, nothing right now. But what you can do, you go ahead and do. And then if you, let me see here. But you can, if you don't use a split point, you can basically layer. Again, this is a 7980 model. It's in very good cosmetic shape. Electronically, it seems to be in really good shape. All the feature sets I've checked all the input and output jacks. They all work. The the you can actually break out where I'm using the. You could have two pedals, for example. One pedal, expression pedal, could be sitting there using the strings to control the swell, and the other one's for the organ. So you can break them out there from the back. The other thing, you have your sustain, which is an FC5 foot switch, not included. But then you can also break out from your organ and polysync. You can do it, and it will also support external tone cabinet that Yamaha used to make. Looks like it's about a 12 Amphenol pin. It's right now obviously turned off. There's no reason to be, since I don't have one. But again, I would if you're looking for that 80